Hello, everyone. Today's lesson, we're going to talk a little bit about the expressions. We're not going to do anything new today. We're going to kind of hopefully clean up a little bit maybe from yesterday, review a little bit from these last couple days, try to make this work, make it understandable. So what we're doing today and what you're going to see happen today is more a repeat of yesterday, but trying to solidify in our minds what's happening with these letters and numbers that we're working on as we're beginning this work with algebra. And it's so important because we're doing this work. You'll be doing this for the rest of your school career, middle school, high school, college, whatever you do, you'll be working with this concept. So I'm gonna try to say it again or say it another way or work on it a little bit. So hopefully have it make sense. We're going to simplify expressions here on this front side, and then we're going to evaluate expressions on the other side. So to simplify these expressions, we're going to be combining like terms, and that takes a little bit of remembering what are we talking about. The terms are the items that are separated by plus and minus, so each of those are terms. There's 4 terms here, there's 2 terms there, there's 3 terms there. 2 terms right here. Like terms means those that have the same variables. So yep, there's A's and there's R's, there's B's. Here there's some variables that are the same there. And then this minus 20 and minus 19 are different. So we're not going to be able to put them all together in one because we can't combine the n's with constants. And combining them by subtracting or whatever the sign is in front of the number. So just to do a few examples, if I have 11 V's, that's a positive 11. There's nothing there, so it's positive. And I'm adding 4, 11 plus 4. So it's going to be a certain number of V's, and you can type your calculator if you need. It's 15 V's. And on that one, we were able to get it all the way down to one term. On one like this one over here, if I start with 4 n's, that's a positive 4, and I add 17 n's, you can use your calculator to find that it's 21 n's. And then if I minus 20 and minus 19 on your calculator, if you want to enter a negative 20, you can. It's a negative 20 minus 19, or if I minus 20 and minus another 19, you end up at negative 39, if it helps to maybe see that. And negative 20 minus 19. Whoa! Let's actually do the right number. Negative 39. The calculator doesn't like you starting with a minus operation, so that's why we put the negative on there. From yesterday, another way to look at it is 21n is minus 20 and minus 19. And if you minus 20 and minus 19, then you're minusing 39 because you're starting at that negative 20 to go down 19. Let's see, let's find a harder one right here. We've got an n value and an n value here, and if there's nothing there in front of the n, we talked about it, there's a 1 there. So I've got 1n plus 1.813, and if you add those on the calculator, you'll get 2.813 n's. And then if you have a negative 7.9 or you minus 7.9, then you come back up 1. What do you think you're going to be? A negative 7.9 and then plus 1 gives you negative 6.9. And that's all you can do on this. You can't combine the n with the constant. And it's the same concept, whether we're working with integers or decimals or fractions. Let's say this one right here, number 23. I've got an n and there's no other n, so there's one n. You can write it if you want, or don't write it if you don't want. And then we're just adding the 1/2 plus 3 2/3. So 1/2 plus 3, 1/2 plus 3 2/3, 25/6. And if you want to write it as a decimal, you can. Or if you want to write it, math 1, enter, write it as a mixed number. It's 1n plus 4 and 1/6. Doesn't matter how you write it. You can write it as a improper fraction, proper fraction, or a integer from up above, 4.16666. Either ways work. And then on each of these, on the worksheet, there's in Canvas, the answers are there. You can check with your answers. And then we talked before that about evaluating expressions. So if I have x plus 2z, I can put this -6 in place of x plus 2 times the z, the 5, and we can just enter that in our calculator to find the value of the expression. -6, -6 plus 2 times 5. The answer is 4. So that becomes 4. And you know that -6 plus 10 is 4. And let's say we, on this one right here, if j is 4.3, then we want 4.3 minus 4.3. We're just substituting the number in for the variable, plus h, that's 4.53, minus j, which is 4.3. And then on this problem, you just type that in the calculator exactly as you see it, and you'll get the answer. It's going to be long. And all of that work and all that effort and all that time to get us back to 4.53. So the answer is 4.53, and you can check that answer on the answer page. If you have one like this, you've got the x number, so that's a 5.3 in parentheses, and then y plus 1, so that's 1.8 plus 1, and then plus 5 plus x. So we take all of those. Oh, whoops, not x. What am I doing? That's 5.3. And as you type that in the calculator, these two are going to be multiplied together, the 5.3 times whatever that is added together, and then add those up. 5.3 times 1.8 plus 1 plus 5 plus 5.3. 25.14. Try a few of these, see if you're getting the same answers in the answer key. You're just evaluating, you're just substituting a number in. Honors level students, go ahead and give these a shot if you'd like. Putting fractions into fractions, multiple step problems. This h, this 1/2 is in the denominator of that fraction. See if you can type that in correctly and give it a shot. But again, today's just kind of a day to kind of practice again with evaluating these expressions and simplifying these expressions. Give them a shot, see how you do. Contact me if you'd like more help. Bye-bye.